So ever since I left losing this tooth, like I'm losing words. This is wild, child. So when I left Southern California, I'm like, I was given to act out of character. I didn't do anything like murderous or vile or I was being given instruction for a reason. I'm obeying this instruction. I mean, I am like a robot, like just basically observing as I consent and am aware of the repercussions and the contrast between what I would normally choose and what I was being given to choose, so that I may see what it was wanted for me to see. And I'm like, I left all that behavior behind. I did what I did. I knew it had a reason in the long run, but it did not make any sense to me at the time. And I still grappled with it. Like, I can be forgiven. What happened was, I was in a community, and in order to prove a few things, it was given to me to obey all their laws, which say, if somebody does such and such to you, you do this to them. And if somebody does this, and these are the laws, these are slap laws, these are the laws you abide by. This is why we can get away with this. So I became a shining example of their law, which I was a resident there. I have to abide by their laws, and their laws say I can do this. They didn't like me before. They didn't want to sustain me when I walked according to my own principles, my own morals, my own way of being supportive and upbuilding and nourishing and gentle and respectful. They didn't like that. You don't like that? You don't want to support me? You want to leave me hungry? You want to leave me thirsty? With a bare minimum, just barely keeping me alive? I'm going to work within your laws. I'm going to get my butt out. So, I have that resolved in my heart as well. I didn't violate any laws. I decided to fulfill the law of the land. We're instructed to do that, aren't we? Doesn't it say you are to obey your king? Give Caesar what is Caesar's? I fulfilled every one of their laws. Except for, the ones that I could not be forgiven for. You know what I mean? Like, I would never forgive myself for. But my soul is relieved. Like, on some level, I am positive my poor health, whatever, I brought upon myself because I was struggling and wrestling with this. Now I understand why I was given to do. I was led to do what I did. Oh, our spunky creator. Oh, hey, he just... she's the desiring part, the feminine part. And so, the conscious creating and organizing and all of that part, that can be very much masculine. And so, if I say he, when I'm talking about the way our creator had certain things happen, that is appropriate in my book. So I am resolved. I think I'm being very resolved with the masculine aspect of our creator. That was the part I had a problem with the Yeshua part, I could deal with that. I could deal with, Yeshua, those teachings, accepting. Of course, I believe he raised from the dead. Of course, that's the Messiah ben Joseph. I believe that. Fulfilled those qualifications. Now we wait for the Ben David version stage of it. But I have been contending with God in my own way. I mean, obviously, I did not approve of our Creator giving me that stuff to do. It was so not what I would normally do. Oh, it is just hitting me now. So, welcome to the It Is Hitting This Sister. Okay, there it is. Sometimes the point is, sometimes when we don't understand why we're doing what we've been given to do, we're judging ourselves for it. And when we judge ourselves for it, we're judging our Creator who gave it to us to do. And it's just a lack of understanding as to why, and that why will come. That why will come. That was just an angle I would not plot in my head. This is how I know that it came from our Creator. Because number one, I got what my soul was yearning for. I got to a safe place. I didn't have to suffer like I was suffering. And I'm receiving more clarity and more understandings. This is how I know that it's not being held against me. I was not understanding why it wasn't being held against me. So I was holding it against myself, and I was holding it against God. And so this is a process you may undergo. And that's okay.